So does this hack to save up to 50% on your Uber Eats order, on your Doordash order, on your GrubHub order, does it work? And the answer is yes, right? But you have to do a little bit of work, not much, just a little bit of work. And you will save a fortune going forward, because there are many people that are almost ordering daily, and that adds up to a lot of money each year. So this is how it goes. If you order a dish or multiple dishes on Uber Eats, take a screenshot of the order. Now that total might be $110 for a few dishes, right? And you know which driver is dropping it off. Make sure you meet them. Make sure you meet them and greet them at the door. They are probably making $2-3 on that order. They're literally working for their tips. But this is how you create the win situation for you, the win situation for the driver, and the win situation for the restaurant. In fact, 3 parties win here. Win, win, win. You, the person ordering the food, the driver bringing the food, the restaurant preparing the food. Now, if you received great service from that individual, from him or her, what you say is, hey, in future, on this particular order, check what I paid, right? In future, if I would Zelle or Venmo you directly, do you work in this area? Could I send you an order? You pay for the food, which means the restaurant gets the full price. You then go and pick up the food and deliver it. And I'll text you directly, here's my business card. Now, you might have to do that exercise with a few Uber Eats or a few Doordash drivers until you find 2 or 3 people, 2 or 3 Doordashers, 2 or 3 Uber Eats drivers or GrubHub drivers that you enjoy working with, because that individual will not always be available, right? They may not always be available. So you want to have a backup for a backup driver for a backup driver. And when I say initially it's a little bit of work, yeah, you're going to be ordering food just the same regular way, paying the same regular super high crazy price, but now you are establishing relationships with the drivers that you want to work with in the future. And you've already vetted them. They work in your area, meaning in the future, the driver says, yeah, that's a great idea. I would love to do that, because that entire crazy broker fee that Uber is screwing you, the consumer, over, right? You could pass that on to the driver, meaning now suddenly they may be getting $10-15 and you are paying this reduced fee on the food. Because remember, they are really gouging the restaurant 20-30%. So there's 20-30% savings waiting for you right there. So you're extending a far better payment or pay opportunity to the driver, and you are saving on the restaurant, and you'll get really, really good at it, right? So that $115 order, which included the delivery and the food, might end up costing you $75 or $70, and you've just saved yourself 30, 40, 50 bucks, right? And that'll add up to a lot of money. And I did this exercise with some kids, and I said to them, and they have the money, they use the parents' credit card, they order a ton of food in Calabasas, and I said, how many times do you order a day? And they ordered 2-3 times. I said, have your parents find a driver that'll bring the food to the house, at the right rate. So I then texted the parents, and here you're not getting in the car with the driver, so you don't have to worry. You're not running any safety risk here. What you're doing is you're establishing, or the parent is establishing, relationships with drivers that already know all the neighborhood restaurants. And because your children order so often, there's tons of savings coming your way. There really is. Think about it, right? So the initial work that you are putting in is you're going to have to vet a few drivers. a few Uber Eats drivers, a few Doordash drivers. If you're happy with them, you exchange information, you exchange business cards, exchange phone numbers, and then you might be texting Jimmy or Samantha and say, hey, I need this and this and this from this restaurant. Screenshot, this is what Uber Eats would charge me for the food, for the delivery, etc., etc. This is what the actual restaurant charges. That's easy to find out. They have online menus. So you're very transparent with the numbers that you're sending over to the driver. So the time the driver accepts, they know they're going to be ordering that food at that price. They've already been Zelled, they've already been Venmo'd, and the moment they deliver it to the house and greet the person, they then get paid for their services, for the actual delivery. And you cut the middleman out, Uber Eats, you cut DoorDash out, and you're putting more money into the restaurant's pocket, 25 to 30% more. You're putting more money into the driver's pocket. You're going to make them very happy. You're going to have an ongoing, healthy relationship once they've proven themselves, and you are saving every single time you are ordering food. Think about it. Try it out and report back to me.